off after that. But I did have a few thoughts that were a little bit more serious. Well, not to say serious. It's all very serious. But that we're trying to aim at a more profound idea. And one of these ideas actually came to my mind. I was speaking with Gregor recently, and he was suggesting that originality is overrated, and I think we confuse originality and profundity, and I think there is a distinction. They're related ideas, but distinct. And I think what makes something profound is it's a thought that when you have, even though you've had it before, other people have had it before, it just hits you deeply every time, and it almost feels new every time. And when I see Casey and Blair together, and I think that idea is one that is present in strong marriages, where you see the person every day, and yet every time it's wonderful, and every time you remember how much you love them. And I see that in Blair and Casey, and I do feel confident that sentiment is present. The other idea that I wanted to introduce, I wanted to bring in a little bit of religion, given the Reverend Mantle. So I'll tell you a little bit about the history of my church. The ULC has basically two tenets. One is freedom of religion, and the second is do what is right. And this idea came with me. I was talking with Blair's brother Kevin, and we talked a little bit about the do what is right, and how he suggested that's a little bit like the Hippocratic Oath. I think that's what he said, in terms of doing no harm, and we were considering whether there is a distinction there between you actually have to actively do something versus just not doing anything wrong. And I guess there is a distinction there. But I thought what would be best for me today, because there's so much right between Blair and Casey, that all I have to do today is not do wrong, which maybe I should retract some of the former statements. But I mean, in some ways, this is a great first wedding to put on my resume, because it's easy in that regard. All I have to do is sit here and not mess it up. So I wanted to convey that thought, and finally, there was a final thought. I remember now. I was trying to figure out, we were talking about the importance of endings on the boat, and I hadn't come up with one. And I was just hoping one would come to me. But we decided, and it seemed in some ways appropriate given the fairy tale setting, of just ending it that they all lived happily ever after, because I do believe that will be what happens. And now, again, back to the script. Okay. Let's see. Blair and Casey would now like to share some words that they have prepared for one another before exchanging their vows.
Okay. I feel like I've won the lottery, that you are standing before me, and just like me, share the dream of wanting to begin and end each and every day for the rest of our lives together. I love you for so many reasons. Your deep loyalty to family and friends, your trustworthiness that puts my heart and soul at ease, your staggering brilliance and ability to shock me with the most bizarre facts, your great sense of wit that evokes smiles among all, your spirit of curiosity and adventure, your unbelievably responsible nature that assures me that our children will not starve, and your dashing handsomeness that makes me oftentimes forget what I'm saying. When I met you, I really wasn't looking for anyone in my life, but dang, you were so hard to ignore. And I'm so glad I never did ignore you, because I didn't know I could be this happy. Every day with you is like opening a new present. And there's so much I look forward to in our future. Raising children, challenging each other to learn and grow. I lost track. Exploring the world, being ridiculously silly till we're laughing and crying, and helping each other become who we want to be, individually and together. I'm thankful for your love and total acceptance of who I am, even my obsession for R&B music. I promise to try to make you as happy as you make me. And create a loving, respectful, and nurturing relationship. Casey, I love you deeply, and I'm so excited to grow old with you and create memories with you. Come in!
Me too.
Well, Blair, I'll try to follow that one up. You know, it's almost 4 years ago. This